good, everybody? Ace of all trades here with the Illuminaughty.com. We are back for yet another GI community podcast. You guys interested in being in a GI community podcast? Check out our Patreon down in the description box below. If you guys are interested in being and participating in stuff like this. But before we get into some of the latest gaming news and everything, we got to introduce you guys, our supporters, our Patreon backers. We're gonna go with Bean Sauce first. Go ahead and introduce yourself, fam.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Bean Sauce. You already know. I mean, I can say anything.
Yeah, go ahead. As long as it ain't disrespectful.
Right. Of course. I do a little streaming. I do a little videos or whatnot at Bean Sauce 01 on Twitch and regular Bean Sauce on YouTube. And then there was something else. On Twitter at Bean Sauce with a Z instead.
True. All right, Jay.
What's up? You know, it's your boy JK the Smooth. You can find me on Twitch at JK_the Smooth. On Twitter, JK the Smooth as well. I stream every now and then, maybe like 3 times a week. So just catch me if you're looking for somebody to just watch play. I try to keep a variety. You know, I do 6 Siege. I do like some IPs as well, single player. Dead by Daylight. I do things like that. So I try to keep it diverse. But yeah.
True. Morph.
It's your boy Morph. I really don't do anything. I'm just here to support the culture. So keep it up.
All right. True. Thanks to you guys for support. Much appreciated. So we're gonna go ahead and get it started with another GI community podcast. And even though, you know, for the summer, thank God the summer is finally over. You know, there wasn't a lot of news coming out. We got a lot of things coming on. And at the time of this recording, we have 3 games that will be released on Friday, Thursday night for some people, depending on the time difference. We have NBA 2K, we have NBA Live, and we have that Spider-Man. Now, I'll go with you first, Bean Sauce. Are you getting any of these games coming this Thursday night, Friday morning, or what? Let us know.
Well, I mean, first of all, when I first did see that Spider-Man trailer, I was feeling it. You know what I'm saying? It was looking hot. Then after a while, I just waned off because it started to get a little bit tight for me. But essentially, I was going for a 2K, and then maybe I'll pick up Spider-Man along the line. But I'm looking at this live gameplay right now. It's looking a little bit animated.
A little. I got you. True.
a little.
All right. What about you, Jay?
I'm most definitely picking up Spider-Man. Well, I already got it pre-ordered, but because I've been ever since 2 years ago, 2016 E3 got announced. I've been checking for it. You know, they gave us barely any information since last year. But yeah, that's a definite. 2K. I might not get it Friday, but I'm definitely gonna get it at some point in time because I had a lot of faith in Live. But after getting hands-on time with it and then playing 2K afterwards, I will give 2K the props. They have improved in some aspects and in some areas, but so 2K I'll pick up, but Live is gonna be a no for me this year.
Okay. What about you, Morph?
I only have my eyes on one game right now, and that's the Spider-Man game. I'm pretty upset right now because I just got home from basic training and I completely forgot to bring my PlayStation to college, and I'm stuck with the Xbox only.
No!
I'm steaming.
I know you are mad as hell, boy.
I'm
my
a Spider-Man head. I grew up with that, the movies, everything. That the PlayStation game, you don't know. I've had every single Spider-Man game to date.
So that must hurt, bro.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
Spider-Man 3 is on the Netflix, so you got that.
Oh man,
that's Xbox.
Bro, get out of here.
That's funny. That's wild, man. I know you fuming for that, so I know you can't wait to play it eventually. But yeah, I mean, I have all 3 games pre-ordered already. I'm still debating if I'm even gonna go through with Live, just because after getting more hands-on work with it, and just, it felt a little bit the same like how I had the experience over at EA Play, the place that people in the video said that I or the rest of the GI squad wasn't there. And I don't know if it's for me. I definitely do think there's some positives that have come out of Live 18, definitely, and they're still on their way and they have some improvements, but I don't necessarily think that I don't think it's worth the full full amount. I think it's worth like maybe 30-40 bucks as of right now, especially with their companion app that recently dropped. We did we actually put a few tweets out from the GI Twitter, and also my own personal Twitter did some tweets about the comparison between the face scan for NBA 2K and also NBA Live, and the difference. I don't know what Live did for the application, but they messed something up. But enough about that. Let's head over to some Fortnite news. As you guys know, there's always new challenges going on, new things coming up. And since the prior community podcast, Samsung did this exclusive Galaxy skin for Fortnite that looked pretty dope. But the thing was, you had to get the new phone that came out or the new tablet to be able to have access to that skin. And some people found a way to be able to do that without actually buying the phone or the tablet, but going to your favorite local phone vendor and pretty much downloading the app on the test phone, signing in on their Fortnite Epic account, and then getting the skin that way. I'll go with you first, Jay. Do you play Fortnite? What do you think about this? Do you think it's cool, the skin? Let us know.
Yeah, I play Fortnite. I think it's pretty cool too, considering the fact that I have a Samsung. So I'm definitely gonna download that skin.
True. What about you, Bean Sauce?
Well, I mean, if anything, that's $1,000 cash grab that they doing right now. Cause a full Note 9 though? Nah. But I mean, I play Fortnite a little bit, but going for the skin is a little bit much. But I might do that finessing though, cause apparently you can just walk into any store and just like do 3 games real quick.
But the thing is,
sound like a plan.
Well, that's the thing, though. I don't know if they've completely stopped this, but I definitely know that there's been different phone companies have been putting signs and putting stuff on Twitter saying that if you come to the store and you try to do that, they're not gonna allow you to do that. So we'll see. But if you want to test your luck, I low key might try it myself. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I might try it because I'm definitely not trying to. I'm not buying a phone or a tablet for that Galaxy skin. That Galaxy skin.
Sure.
That Galaxy skin looks
man.
fire, but I will also say too, it's like the jacket that you used to be able to wear in PUBG, but you stand out, so you're gonna stand out even more with that Galaxy skin. So just letting y'all know. What about you, Morph? You play it at all, or since you've been deployed, you haven't been able to have the opportunity to play Fortnite?
I'm currently actually at college right now. I go to military college alongside,
Oh man, so you doing double duty?
Yeah, my life fucking blows. But I haven't played. I have played Fortnite. Haven't played recently. Couldn't get into it. I think I played it once with some guys here. More of an Overwatch guy, admittedly.
Okay.
So,
okay.
But I also have an Apple phone, so
Gotcha.
it's not my cup of tea.
Gotcha. Completely understandable. I mean, when it comes to playing the game on a mobile device, it ain't it. Because you also add the building ability, and God, if you can build on a mobile device, bless your heart, because that takes some serious skill. That's wild. But let's move over now. We do have a trailer that had recently came out for Red Dead Redemption. Now, it was my first time actually finishing Red Dead Redemption and playing it. I started a week ago and I finished it already, and I finally was able to get caught up with everything. Now, this next Red Dead Redemption that's coming out is a prequel. So with that being said, they've dropped the trailer, things have come out, and it looks dope. I got a better understanding of who the characters are and everything, and it looks dope. Any of you guys going to be end up getting Red Dead Redemption at all? Jay or Bean, you guys can answer.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it. I didn't even play the first one.
Okay.
To be honest, I always heard good things about the first one, and I thought that I was gonna tell myself like, yeah, I would play the first one after this. But being that this is the prequel, so I don't have to. But I'm definitely gonna pick it up because the gameplay looks nice, graphics smooth. I see they're trying to be very what's the word I'm looking for? They were very. I'm not gonna try to say innovative, but they were very inspired making this, especially going into depth. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they were definitely trying to like expand upon much further than what they did last game, and I find that to be great. Especially look at the trailer with the detail they're trying to put into it, which is cool. So I'm definitely gonna pick it up.
I mean, for the most part, remember I played. Actually, Red Dead came out 2011. So I remember when I was probably in middle school. Tried to play it over at my cousin's house one time. Fell asleep nice and clean, but it's for me. I'm thinking is more like I guess I'll probably hold off on it, to be honest, because it's Red Dead Redemption. I mean, Rockstar for me haven't made any bad games, so I can't deny that they got some talent behind it. But it's got a lot of things going on for it. Like I'm thinking you got your own crew you got to take care of. There's gonna be a lot of micromanagement. Thinking there's gonna be like a lot of probably a lot of tedious work too. So I'm gonna definitely hold off on it, but I'll just keep looking at it, see maybe some will probably pique my interest. Especially like they said they're dropping another trailer with that probably this month too. Dropping another trailer with that I think that new system that they're trying to do with the Deadeye. That looks pretty interesting, so I might maybe wait for that and see.
True. Now, Morph, I know you mentioned earlier that the only game that you're really looking forward to right now at the moment was Spider-Man, but did Red Dead Redemption, the second one coming out, which would be the prequel to the first one, did it interest you at all? Are you a Red Dead Redemption fan? Let us know.
Actually, I'm in out of those 3 games. I do have a number of games looking forward to.
Okay.
But yeah, actually, yes, that is another one of those up there's for me, because back in when I was a little wee old Morph, Red Dead was like my stuff when I was a kid. I had a lot of good moments, so it's a little bit of what's that word called? Nostalgia? Yeah, nostalgia with that.
Gotcha.
I'm not a fan of prequels. I hate going back in the story for some reason. I don't know why, but it's Red Dead. I've looked at like the gameplay. They're really doing a lot of different things. It looks a little bit more smoother, not as jarring as some of the as the previous gameplay used to be. I'm really interested in like how you can the whole new kind of wanted system they're doing. The intimidating witnesses, the being able to actually antagonize or greet people. Like, just it gives me a little bit more like character building for the main character, and I always love stuff like that.
Gotcha. Completely understandable. I think Jay, you were the one that said it a little bit earlier ago in regards to you said that you didn't necessarily feel the need to play the first game since this is a prequel, but I would actually say, since I would actually suggest, especially since I just recently finished it, if you do get a chance to be able to play the first Red Dead Redemption before it comes out. I mean, it's actually backwards compatible right now with the Xbox One, so if you got an Xbox, hop on there and play it. You actually will probably get a better understanding of who the characters are and everything, and get to know John Marston and who he is and his family, and then the people he associated himself with, because when they get introduced into the in the prequel, you'll know more information and be like, oh, okay, this is this person. I guess it was one of those things with me too, personally, because when Mass Effect Andromeda was coming out, I was like, oh man, this looks really dope. I might be interested in picking it up. But I said to myself, dang, I didn't get to play the first 3. Now the rest of the GI squad told me, hey, you don't necessarily need to play the first 3 for it to make sense. But for me, I wanted to knock them out, so at least I had more information about what the game was about and everything like that in playing it. Now the difference between this one and now Red Dead, their stories will connect. You'll figure out why certain things and events happened in the first Red Dead and what happened and how they got there in the prequel. So if you're interested, I would say take a look at that.
Do you mind if I piggy off of that real quick?
Go for it.
Speaking on that, I'm obviously not going to spoil the game for him just in case he wants to. You will have a much greater appreciation for the story that Rock.
Absolutely.
I'm a story guy.
Absolutely.
You will not be able to enjoy that game to its fullest, and I know that I would say that it's a must, because that is such an emotional ride throughout the entirety of that. Like when they played that song at one of the, I don't know, I forgot which Game Awards it was, but the one they won it, and that guy did that guitar song at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the moments like that where if you play that game and then you hear that song, and if that was somehow in this this upcoming one, it's gonna be an emotional ride for people like me and Ace that have been through that.
All right.
So I would highly recommend. It's almost a damn near guarantee that you should play that.
Yeah, it makes sense considering I didn't beat it much, so essentially I don't have the same appeal to the game essentially, because I think this is more for the people who actually played Red Dead. So I think it would be worth your while if you want to. But
right, yeah,
I'll definitely see if I have some time to squeeze it in.
Yeah, if you have some time.
It's on PS now, isn't it?
I believe it's on PS now, and there's also backwards compatible with the Xbox, I believe.
Cross and pray your fingers for a PC release, please.
Right. That'd be looking clean if it was on PC. But moving on to PUBG. I don't know if any of you guys are still playing PUBG. You know, a lot of people were playing it beforehand, before Fortnite actually started getting really, really big. Just still a community within PUBG, and they're finally dropping a training mode. Now, we talked about this on the website itself when it comes to PUBG's training mode, but this basically is part of their fixed PUBG plan, when they would be able to finally attest to a lot of the outstanding issues that have plagued the game for a very long time. And introducing of that fixed PUBG plan, they are actually introducing the PUBG training mode, where you'll have fire ranges. You'll be able to do freestanding, stationary, moving targets. You know, you'll be able to work on your melee and throwable weapons. You know, you can have a parkour area. You can have an area to drive your vehicles. All the equipment and everything that you would see in the actual game will be in this training mode. Now, with that being implemented in PUBG in the next update soon, actually this month, would that interest any of you guys to be able to pick it back up and play it? Morph, I'll go with you first.
Oh, you starting with me first?
Yes, sir.
I actually haven't played PUBG like Fortnite in a while. I was actually more into PUBG.
Okay.
I looked it up, you know, when I saw it was a topic of discussion. Apparently it's been some fans have been asking for it for a while. It said it was by a 2x2 map. I don't know how big that is, but I think if PUBG's embarking upon the task to fix those outstanding issues, allow because there is a huge skill curve in that game. So allowing that mode for those that are like, hey, I want to try it out before I get my ass kicked in the actual game.
Right, and actually get better.
Yep, I always think things like that are good, because how you gonna get good with like those sniper rifles and scopes that you barely get a chance to drop, and by the time you get it, you're already dead because you don't know how to use them. So right. I think it's a good idea.
True. What about you, Bean Sauce?
Personally, I ain't really pick up PUBG, mostly because Fortnite with the free came real nice to take over my life. Yep. Essentially, I would say I would probably pick it up, because I'm thinking, to me, my personal issue with Fortnite is the building aspect of it, which makes it unique, but at the same time, I'm trash at building, so it's like, ugh, for me. Been looking at PUBG, a lot of, like, I have a couple friends that say it's pretty good, it's like better than Fortnite in their experience, so essentially it's like the granddaddy to all this thing anyways. The training mode aspect would probably be great for me, because somebody who, just hopping in will probably just be really good for them to, get with it and like start practicing a little bit, getting good with some stuff, and then, jumping in instead of sitting in the lobby for 5 minutes shooting up people and then getting, run over in the next hour. So that's pretty good. I mean, for people new people essentially. So it's probably raising up their aspect. Maybe a PUBG revival. Who knows?
Right. What about you, Jay?
I think it's definitely a good addition to the game, being that all the guns is let's start with the guns. The guns shoot differently from each other, and like Morph said earlier, you barely get a chance to even shoot with some of them. So why, in game, trying to shoot with a weapon you don't know how to shoot with, and kickback and recoil factored in, you end up wasting ammo. You don't want to try it out in the game because that's just stupid. So it's like you get more learn how to get more mechanics of the game down pat without actually doing it in game and getting yourself prepared without wasting pretty much costing yourself the game. Pretty much learning in game costs you losing pretty much. So I think it's a pretty good addition, and yeah, I feel like it's a step in the right direction for them making their comeback.
Right. All right. Cool. Agreed. I definitely do think this is something that's been long overdue. They should have implemented. Bluehole should have implemented this months ago. But it's good that they're finally actually taking the time to actually do it. But we'll see if that will increase playership within the game, see how the community takes it, and kind of go from there. They're trying to fix a lot of the outstanding issues, so I can't be mad at them for trying to fix it, but let's see if it really does anything, if it brings more people back to it, if they're continuing to grow numbers, so on and so forth. And kind of switching it over into kind of anime gaming kind of topics. Now, I got caught up maybe a couple weeks ago with My Hero Academia. And you know, they have the new game. Bandai Namco is dropping a new game with all the majority of the characters. And My Hero's One Justice, they dropped out a 11-minute trailer, pretty much showing everybody's Plus Ultra Ultimate attack, which looks pretty dope. And I wanted to get you guys' mindset behind it. Are any of you guys familiar with the My Hero Academia series? Are you guys interested in it? Or if you so, are you guys picking up the game? We'll go with you first, Jay.
As of right now, My Hero is probably one of my favorite anime that's currently out. However, for the game, I'm like, I might pick it up just because it's My Hero. But it does. Well, I haven't gotten hands on time. I've heard from people who have played it that it does feel different from like the regular Naruto Storm games, a generic clone of it.
Okay.
But especially with the whole them being on walls and fighting on, it's like, first of all, none of, like, when have you ever seen that in the anime? But whatever. I digress, but it does. I do like the roster. The ultimates, you know, look nice. The one of the big things though is the customization of the costumes. I think that's cool. Being the fact, you know, you go online, somebody gets the same character as you, you just get like a lighter shade of what they got. I'd rather my character look entirely different from what they got. Just like how in Injustice 2, how you can customize your outfits and whatever. So when you run into somebody that does have the same character as you, you two don't look alike at all.
Right.
But I definitely will probably pick it up. It does look interesting. Might not be day one. It depends on what comes out around that time. But yeah,
Okay.
it does have some appeal to it.
Okay. What about you, Bean Sauce? I mean, you got a Deku profile picture, so I would take it that you're into it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, you already know My Hero's fire.
Yeah, facts, big facts.
No, I've seen a little bit about it. You know, I'm checking it out. It looks nice, I guess. But the whole aspect, I'm thinking it's more. It looks like I've seen, you know, a couple gameplay videos about it, so it looks a little bit floaty, to my opinion, compared to, like, you know, the Ninja Sword series. More, I guess, even though that was a little bit more tactile, I could say. I'm not thinking of the right word for it. But the roster's looking good. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I see that boy Dabby in there, looking fire, pun intended. I'm thinking, and I'm also thinking, it looks good, but at the same time, I wouldn't call it like a day one cop. I'll probably wait a little bit later on, because it's not going to be like, you know, some sort of Evo fighting game that's going to be like important for me to hop onto. I'll probably just throw it in the roster and, like, you know, pick up like a character or two and then call it a day.
Okay, true. What about you, Morph? You a My Hero Academia fan? Are you interested in the game at all?
Yeah, I'm actually a big My Hero Academia fan. I've been keeping low on the news about the game because I kind of want to be surprised when I do pick it up. It may not be, you know, day one, but I do plan to pick it up when I get a little bit extra cash. So I'm really excited because when I saw that reveal trailer, I was flipping pretty hard. Not gonna lie.
Okay, true. Now that I finally have caught up with My Hero, because I actually, I would say up till 3 weeks ago, actually became familiar with the My Hero Academia franchise and series, and you know, TBH, Black, and the rest of the squad, and Chaos. And the rest of the squad, they were just like, hey, if you actually really want to look at a good anime, check it out. And I was on a work trip, and I started watching it. Shout out to Funimation. And I started watching it and everything like that. I was like, damn, they right, this is fire. And I actually did have the opportunity to play My Hero at the One's Justice at at E3 this year at the Bandai Namco booth. And now that I've actually understand who all the characters are and their quirks and whatnot, and actually understand the series and a fan of the series, oh man, I'm definitely picking it up. Now, am I in a rush to get it? Absolutely not. But I definitely do think it's going to be one of those games that I do pick up, just since I am a fan of the anime, and also as well too the fact that you know, I'm interested to see how a lot of the characters are going to play and whatnot, and it'd be cool to play online and whatnot. And just to throw it out there for you guys, just to let you guys know that at the time of this recording, My Hero's One Justice has already dropped already in Japan. It dropped August 23rd, and it will be dropping in North America and Europe October 26th. Just a heads up. So I'm looking forward to it. It looks dope. the whole floaty characters, it's actually very true. It is a little floaty at times, but you know, I'm sure that Bandai Namco has a different build out now. Now the character roster seems to be covering at least up to season 1 at least so far from what I've seen. So I'm interested to see what more characters they bring from season 2 and season 3. So I'm looking forward to it. So shout out to My Hero Academia. And speaking of animes, Gogeta is rumored to be coming to Dragon Ball Super Broly. That's going to be the animated movie that's supposed to be dropping in December. And it's very, very interesting. So now that Broly is canon, they're like, okay, what do we want to do? What other character can we bring that wasn't canon before that's going to be canon? And it seems like, and it hasn't been officially announced as of recording, but it seems like since some data miners went into the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and saw that there's going to be Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta, and if that's any hint or indication that he will be in the movie in December, that's wild, because that means now Gogeta is canon. So that means both fusions, from the Pachara earrings to the actual fusion dance, is going to be canon. So I think that's very interesting. Being Sauce, I'll go with you first. What are your thoughts behind this? Are you a Dragon Ball fan? Are you interested? What are your thoughts?
It's time. It's time. Let's get it. Gogeta coming to Dragon Ball. That's pretty. I'm pretty sure it was pretty much expected, to be honest, because you can't have like the earrings. I mean, it came up in the show, but you can't have the earring fusion and not bring out, the iconic Gogeta, especially considering, it was always like a staple to the series, because everybody loves when Vegeta and Goku fuse. This at this point is just one of the most iconic things of the show in the first place. So I would say, yeah, bring it on. I can't wait. I want to see how I want to see a little bit how Broly came back too. And, I want to see how this goes down. I've been putting up too much news, but I'm interested. I'm invested. I like it.
True. What about you, Morph?
Man, y'all just hitting the topics of Morph tonight. Yeah, I'm a stupid Dragon Ball fan.
Hey man, nothing wrong with that.
Akira Toriyama is God, just hands down. All right? We're gonna establish that before I even talk about this. The fact that they're bringing Broly in, already money. If they bring Gogeta in, you straight week on YouTube, nothing but videos about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because if Broly's gonna come into, I'm praying Broly becomes a commonplace character in Super after this. But if they bring Broly in, I'm gonna pray they bring Gogeta in, and they just serving me up nice. They just making a nice year for Morph.
True. Any further thoughts? Who else didn't go? Jay, did you go?
No.
Go. What are your thoughts?
It's about damn time.
Okay.
Because how do you have Goku and Vegeta only do the Patara fusion, but yet the fusion dance exists in the canon because it's done between Goten and Trunks.
Exactly.
But never once have you seen Goku and Vegeta do it. I always thought that was puzzling. And then on top of that, the one time you did see Gogeta, it was very short-lived. Like his screen time was like 45 seconds against Janet, but it wasn't even a fight.
And it really wasn't. That's the thing. It really wasn't. It was only there barely, and then sometimes in the video games, and that was it.
Yeah, I was like Vegito. Even though Vegito's like screen time has been like short-lived, he still had much more time on screen.
Oh man,
than Gogeta.
so much.
So I was just like, why has Gogeta not gotten any shine? I'm very happy about it because if that's how they're going on the route to beat Broly or whatever, because I'd rather see that than Ultra Instinct be brought back again, because Ultra Instinct was held at such a high level, and it was hinted at the beginning of Super. The fact that I feel like we should see it like very minimal amount of times, like it should come up once in a blue moon. That way it doesn't lose. It's like it's a special. It's like that's why it doesn't lose how special it is.
Right.
That's what happened to Blue, in my opinion. Blue started getting used so much throughout the series that it became like the normal transformation, pretty much like a regular Super Saiyan at that point.
Right.
But But yeah, I'm glad they're finally making him canon. As far as the terms of Broly, I feel like I'm one of the very few Dragon Ball friends that didn't like Broly like that. Like, but I am excited for this movie just due to the fact that his origin is being changed and his background story is being changed.
Right,
Because
and
I think that was one of the
canon now.
Yeah, I think that's one of the main things I hated about him was his origin story was stupid. So stupid. Why well, particularly his reason for hating Goku. Was the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Because he was just sitting in the same room with him crying so much and he couldn't sleep or anything like that.
I was like, wow, get out of here. But not you didn't hate Vegeta for like, because his father like stabbed you.
I feel the same way, man. Somebody's crying in my house, bro. I'd be upset for the rest of my life. Hold up.
My thing is, how do you remember that though? Like,
right, exactly. Like,
how does he remember his name and his face? It doesn't make sense.
That's how serious the grudge is, man. You gotta remember. You always remember, though.
Hey man, all I'm saying is like I back to Kira Toriyama, he sprinkled a little bit of his magic now on Super, and he got Broly so much. That green cloak around the waist, oh my god.
Yeah.
And that shot in the trailer though, when he was coming up out of the ground.
Yeah, that looked
and
kind of
like
dope.
you saw that was one of the best scenes of that trailer. I was like, oh, that looks so clean.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be dope.
The fact that he was like he could always do a better job with Broly.
Oh yeah.
I hope that he can.
Now I will say though, you brought up an interesting point in the fact that now that we got Broly, he's going to be canon, and we have possibly Gogeta, which is going to be canon as well. Will we actually see Ultra Instinct in this movie? At first, I thought we would, just because, I mean, this is a continuation. This is after the Tournament of Power. This is after everything has settled. Obviously, Goku and Vegeta still continue to train, so they can be able to become stronger. Goku has happily forgot how to become this Ultra Instinct ability transformation. So now that's kind of in the back burner, now they're bringing out a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta. Man, this I just don't know. I mean, it'd be cool to see Ultra Instinct again, but I doubt it. Now it will be wild, y'all. Wild if Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta gets washed by Broly. That's all.
That would be.
That's gonna be wild, cause we already know from the Dragon Ball series and everything like that for a long time now. Power scaling ain't meant shit now. I would say after about the Frieza saga towards I mean, not Frieza saga. I say more from the Android saga over to the Majin Buu saga. After about that, it's been very, very interesting. So yeah.
I got it.
But normally when they break out the fusion at the end though, that's normally like the trump card.
Yeah,
right.
Normally.
Till it isn't.
The one thing
until it like they do that bullshit. Ran out of time. That's
yeah, you right.
But the one thing that we all waiting for: Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct.
Nah,
Gogeta.
Get out of here.
Nah, no, get out of here.
See, I didn't.
Get out of here.
Okay.
That's just ridiculous.
One second.
Wait.
I know
no,
it ain't.
Go ahead.
Oh no, you good? Oh, I mean,
Yeah, go ahead, Morph.
If anything,
I was saying, I was like, all right, I can't remember the details. I'm hazy over it. But wasn't it like Goku had like the defensive portion down and Vegeta had like the offensive portion down? Wasn't
yeah,
that
I
like
heard
what
something like that.
Well,
that was a theory before.
That was a theory before, but every time that Goku would achieve Ultra Instinct again, it would be vice versa. The first time it was defensively. Second time it was offensively. The third and final time it was the complete transformation. So that's the thing. Also, I mean, we can go into this deeper later on, not in this video, but the thing was also the fact that since Vegeta, I believe that his transformation they were dubbing Super Saiyan God Evolution, something along those lines, when you see him become more of a darker blue version of himself, of Super Saiyan God, is actually a stronger transformation. And now that he is still able to achieve that, is he stronger than Goku now? I mean, of course, it's Goku. It's Goku time. Everything, it's always Goku. But that's a debate I've been seeing online. So, but
Well, I actually got something for that. The creator of that form that gave him that form actually came out a couple weeks ago. He confirmed that transformation is equal to Kaioken times 20 Super Saiyan Blue Goku.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, so they're actually equal.
Shit.
Damn. Okay, so it equals. Okay. All right. Then that makes a little bit more sense then. All right.
But so much less strain on the body, probably.
Well, yes, that was gonna say because for Goku, it's way more strain because you're already doing Kaioken times 20, plus you're in Super Saiyan God. You know, that's a lot of strain in his body, and we've seen what happened to him afterwards. But yeah, but we're getting too much into it, y'all. We gonna have to we gonna have to.
That's what happened.
Right, that's what happens when we start talking about it. But everyone's like, shut up, it's Dragon Ball. Anyways, we've already talked about. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I'm pretty sure back on J. Kell said about Broly washing Gogeta.
Yeah.
We already know that Ultra Instinct Roshi's gonna come in and save the day. All right, cool.
Oh man.
Yo, yeah.
Get this man out.
I was like, so where was this skill at the entire Z series?
Right. Get this man out of here. But enough about that. I know everybody's like, dang, come on, Ace, move on, man. Talk about Dragon Ball the entire time. But we already talked a lot about Spider-Man. You know, there was this big, huge puddle gate about the fact that like there was a downgrade in the graphics when it came to Spider-Man and whatnot, but it has already been debunked already. You know, the reviews are currently out right now at this time of recording, but I just wanted to throw it out there. Don't worry, folks, you'll be able to play in your puddles. And I heard Spider-Man is fire. I've avoided all reviews until I actually pick up the game itself, but everything that I've seen so far, this game has a lot of publications. You know, GI will have their own review as well. Seems like this is Game of the Year contender. But moving forward, we didn't get to talk about Nintendo at all, but during the time of the last community podcast till now, there was a Nintendo Direct. There is actually another Nintendo Direct at the time of this recording. I believe either tomorrow, which is Thursday the 6th, September 6th, or yeah, I actually think it's September 6th. So we're gonna see some more information, but from that time being, the Direct that we had prior introduced some more characters for Super Smash Brothers. Had Simon, Richter, Krone, Dark Samus, and King K. Rool. Now, I want to know from you guys, are you guys picking up Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with the new characters and Echo characters? What are your thoughts about that? Do you guys, did it make you more interested in the game? We'll go with more first.
First off, support Nintendo.
Big facts.
Second off, I don't have anything Nintendo owns, so.
Okay.
But support Nintendo though.
True. What about you, Jay?
I'm just broke.
Alright, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You in school and you in the military. Hey, man. Thanks to you, man. Thanks, man. Go ahead, Jay.
Smash is the main reason I bought a Switch, honestly.
True.
Cause I was like, I'll buy a Switch the day they announced Smash Bros. For it. Lo and behold, 2 days later, that's when they had Nintendo Direct and that trailer dropped for it. And I was like, man, well, I gotta be a man of my word now, so I bought it. It's cool though to see that they're adding in new characters on top of bringing back everybody else who was originally in it.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, definitely picking it up because I have no other game to play for the Switch right now.
So you picked up Mario Odyssey, Octopath Traveler? What about
I played Odyssey and Breath of the Wild when I first picked it up. Because I bought it back in March.
Okay.
So I played those. I played those 2 games as soon as I got it. That alongside Bayonetta 2. I played Kirby All Stars. But other than that, it's not really a whole lot going on with the Switch.
No, I got you. What about you, Beansauce?
Smash it in a console seller. But on the real though, I do got a homie who like has every system in the world, including the Switch. So if anything, probably around December time, I'll probably check it out when I get over there. Okay. But if I'm gonna cop a Switch, I mean, I gotta. If anything, I got like a Game Boy Advance SP. I mean, I'm good, bro. Nintendo loves me already. I'm good.
True. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's definitely a day one pickup, December 7th. All the smoke. Definitely got to go ahead and start practicing for sure. You know, they're going to be, they're coming out with a new Pro controller. That's going to be a limited edition Super Smash Brothers Pro controller. So if you want to pick that up, you can be able to pick that up on, I think, your favorite retailers and whatnot. So it's really cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm interested to see what they bring to this next Nintendo Direct, which is supposed to be tomorrow, day of recording today. So it'd be interesting. And also, before we end and wrap everything up with the podcast, they also are bringing Diablo 3 and Saints the Third to the Switch. I thought it was very interesting, especially for when it comes to Saints Row, but I definitely wanted to throw it out there. And Nintendo's are getting games for sure, even if they're older or not. But I thought it was very interesting to see that Saints Row the Third, or Saints the Third, and Diablo were coming to the Switch. Does that interest you guys at all about getting the Switch at all? Or would you play it if you haven't already played it? Thoughts? Bean Sauce, you go first.
Ooh, I already got, I think, Saints Row the Third on my PC though.
Oh, you don't need to do that again. That's a wrap. You good.
It's a good try. It's a good attempt. You almost had me. It almost reeled me in. But I mean, if anything, the Switch getting more games is obviously a plus for people who bought the Switch. So it's just like more stuff that's stacked on top of the already like better service that they have. They have like $20 for their internet service. So I mean, that's like a positive, man. They start giving out free games like that too. They're gonna start rolling in that Nintendo money. We back Nintendo on top all day, every day.
True. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, I probably get it. I think it's a good addition. Because Saints the Third, in my opinion, was the last good Saints. As far as Diablo 3, I'm not gonna get it.
True.
But yeah, like you said, I think it's definitely good that they're getting more third-party games on, and because that draws in more people to actually get the console. Being that as of right now, like I said, what I said earlier, it's not really a whole lot going on. Yeah, there's some pretty good games for it, but it's like there's single player as well, and don't really have any longevity to them. So I think that's good that they're acquiring more games. By the way, one thing I just want to add about the whole Smash situation, I hope they add in Waluigi, and he has the worst moveset ever.
Bro, the community would be on fire if that happens.
I hope he's damn near unplayable.
Oh man, you sound like a hater. Oh my god.
I'm tired of seeing it, because what's special about him, bro? Like, there's nothing.
It's Waluigi though.
It's
Waluigi.
Waluigi. He's never gotten his own like kind of series and everything like that. Even Wario's got his own games. Waluigi ain't got shit.
But Waluigi, I never cared about him. In Mario Party, I was just like, whatever. Mario Tennis, like whatever. Yeah, I was like,
you just hate it. Just admit it. You just hating on the Waluigi style.
He's there to fill spaces. That's what he's there for.
Oh man.
Leave Purple Luigi alone.
Damn. What about you, Morph? You interested in Diablo 3, Saints Row, anything like that? Probably not, since you said that you don't have anything Nintendo.
I've been known to pick up a console for one game.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, that was last time I did that was the PS4 for The Last of Us, and Diablo 3 is a classic. Diablo in general is a classic, and I like Saints Row. I didn't expect Nintendo to come swinging out the gate with games like that. So I'm gonna tell you what, it's definitely on my radar and to-do list now. I wasn't expecting that. You hit me with something of a surprise there.
Yeah, it was kind of surprising for everybody too when they announced that those games are going to be coming out, and also everything that we've been discussing in the community podcast. There, I will leave links in the actual below for you guys that are listening to us on the YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested to look at those articles that were on the Game Illuminaughty website. But yeah, if that is it, we can go ahead and wrap it up. First of all, let me be the one to, especially from Game Illuminaughty and also myself, Bean, Jay, Morph, thank you guys so much for coming through for another GI community podcast. Thank you so much for your participation, and also just thank you guys so much just for the support, you guys in here, and also you guys listening to us. Thank you guys so much for just giving us support, coming through, putting comments and everything like that, and liking and sharing. All that is much appreciated. Before we go ahead and end it up, Bean Sauce, got anything else to say for closing remarks?
I just want to say I appreciate you guys for supporting the community and giving back. Of course, that's always a positive. People, we get the interaction or whatnot. Anything else you already know is me. Being no sauce today. But yeah, that's it. And all I gotta say, Johnny Gat's gonna be in Smash Ultimate. That's why they got the Saints Row 3 going on. So it's confirmed right here, dog.
This guy.
Right here.
This guy. Yo, Jay.
Yeah, first of all, hit up my SoundCloud, you know what I'm saying? J Kill the Smooth. Let me stop there. But yeah, appreciate you guys always giving back to the community, like being said. And if you're listening to this, you're not already subscribed, go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe. And LeBron's gonna be in Smash Ultimate, it's confirmed.
All right, someone take this man's mic away. All right. Morph.
Yeah, I got a few closing remarks. The number one thing I can say is support the culture, support these guys. There's just not enough. There's not enough gaming communities out there that give intelligent feedback, that are willing to include their member base, interacting with member base on this personal level. And at that, there's not that many, black ones either. So all I can really say is come through, support your mans, even if you ain't gonna be on the Patreon, even if you ain't gonna coming through on the Discord. Watch the videos, subscribe to them, make sure you do all that, because we really don't got that many intelligent communities out there willing to have these discussions with their fan base.
Right.
Damn shame.
Right. So thank you guys so much again. Thank you guys for listening as well. Like they said already, but if you guys are interested in this and like to continue to support Game Illuminati as a whole, be sure to check out our Patreon. That is patreon.com/GIupdates. We have a whole bunch of awesome tiers where you can be in videos just as this one. You also have giveaways for AAA indie development games. Also, we teamed up with our partner Lucid Sounds for headsets. So if you guys would like to be able to qualify for that, you have to be in our $5 tier or above. We have a whole bunch of awesome tiers, so check them out. Also for our Discord, our Patreon Discord, if you guys would like to pull up on that, be sure to support us. There will be a link down in the description box below. Also, if you guys are fans of anime and you guys are interested, be sure to check out our Funimation link. That's going to be funimation.com/ and then you're going to be using code Illuminati, and that will get you 14 free days of the premium service, and then only 99 cents for the next month for their premium service. So that's Funimation.com. Use Illuminati. Appreciate you guys for coming through for yet another GI community podcast. This has been Ace of All Trades with the Game Illuminati, and stay enlightened, gamers.